أيا طالب العلم قم لا تنم فإن الزمان انقضى وانصرم فكن ما حييت ضنينا به فظنك بالوقت عين الكرم.
Alhamdulillah, it was well worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And I definitely agree with you. I'm going to completely change the topic and go on to, because obviously I know we talked a lot about hadith, just so that obviously we kind of change it, because we've basically covered everything that I wanted to ask, and inshallah, hopefully the viewers can benefit. May Allah accept it from you. And from what I want to ask you, Farhan, is obviously we've spoken about a lot of things, touched on a lot of things, may Allah reward you, is with regards to advice in choosing a kulliyah. I want to go on that and then go on to something else. Okay, you good for time, or you?
Yeah,
I just want to know how long you got left in terms of
it's
time.
nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here in Sydney, akhi.
Okay, khalas, then we'll kind of do this and then we'll just finish off.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not in any rush, bro. I had a little qayluda today, so we were still fresh.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, bro. Yeah, so what advice do you have for someone coming from wherever they're going to come from and they finish the Arabic Institute or they're going straight into kulliyah? What advice do you give in terms of choosing a specific faculty?
Alright, I'm gonna. There's a few things. So I asked my father the same thing, and he said that I'll give you like I've asked a few people, right, and I'll give you what I've come to the khulasa of.
Okay.
If someone is a talib ilm, like from a country like India, where they go through a nizami system of proper talab al-ilm, where they've done, for instance, fiqh, they've done hadith and stuff like that, they should, Allahu alam, go to either sharia or da'wah, and da'wah will probably be more beneficial to them so that they can have a more overview because they're already established students of knowledge. Right? So usul ad-din would help them in that sense.
Okay.
So because these guys already have the basics of all the of foundation principles of things. This is one of my dad's advices, that the students that are coming from, for instance, Banaras, Varanasi, Jama Salafiyya, and these other places, da'wah is made for a place like them where they can really benefit from the subjects that aren't taught anywhere else and to really go deeper into certain subjects. Another sheikh of ours, Sheikh Abu Bakr, he was one of the first students from Australia who graduated from Kulliyat al-Quran. I asked, and he graduated from Kulliyat al-Quran. He was a hafiz over here as well. And I asked him, what would you do? And I think, or maybe someone else asked him, subhanAllah, it's skipping me, but he actually said that if he had to go back and do it again, he would either go to hadith, or I'm pretty sure he said hadith or sharia, one of the two. So someone who is a hafiz, I tell them to look at the curriculum of the syllabus of Kulliyat al-Quran. Do you really want to just be doing Shatibiya and going through whatever they go through, going through the list of syllabus? Is that something that appeals to you? Right? So that's something for Kulliyat al-Quran. For Kulliyat Sharia, I just want to tell the brothers that you're not going to become a faqih after 4 years of sitting in Kulliyat Sharia. And that's like one of the biggest misconceptions, that if someone goes to Kulliyat Sharia, they are good enough to become the faqih of a balad and become a mufti of the entire world. It doesn't happen like that, ikhwah. It takes a little bit more of a thing. I tell them to go through the syllabus go through a syllabus of Kulliyat Sharia and go into Kulliyat Sharia. I tell them to actually enter Kulliyat Sharia. Why?
Yeah.
Is when they see the environment, and they'll know as soon as they walk in. It's very hard to miss. When they go into, I've only been there twice, right? But when you walk in, right, you know what I mean. It has a feel, it has a vibe, right? If you enjoy the vibe, if you think you can push yourself and you like the subjects that are taught, ahlan wa sahlan, go for it, go run with it, right? Yeah. I'd say to that same student, because look, Kulliyat Sharia and Kulliyat al-Hadith, I think the type of student that goes in both of them, Allahu A'lam, are very similar. They could have either or, right? But right? So I'd say go to Kulliyat al-Hadith and suss it out. Literally, if you want, sit in a class, right? And see the vibe of the students. And that's something that I've not seen anywhere else. except Kulit Quran,
Yeah.
right? The vibe of the students, the iltizam of the students to the sunnah, go pray dhuhr in the musalla, and it is just, the feel of the masjid is just amazing, right? The musalla in the kulliyah, I don't know if you get this vibe sometimes, but
No, definitely, definitely.
like you just feel like, wow. Like every time I used to go pray in the musalla, it was like, not just shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, it's heel to heel, akhi. That stuff gets
Yeah.
going, brother. That's yani, that is unbelievable, bro. The vibe of Kullit al-Hadith in that sense, if you want to literally just be around brothers who love the sunnah, who love iltizam on the sunnah, and just everything to do with the sunnah, like, and people will be hitting you up, right? They'll be advising you, admonishing you in private, in public, yani, really a good environment of just staunch sunnah, staunch aqeedah, whatever it is, right? Because even the differences, it's very ilmi, right? It's very based on knowledge. It's not like fanboy stuff or anything like that. It's literally like, I'm coming to you with this is dalil, this is my evidence, please akhi, look into it. I'm coming from a good spot. It's very beautiful in that sense. And it's, I just, that, if someone wants to be part of that, akhi, I don't know why you wouldn't, but I really think Kullit al-Hadith in that sense is one of the best faculties in, if someone wants to really push themselves, if someone really wants to push themselves, akhi, it's unbelievable.
How about in terms of like if someone like comes from the West, but they know themselves in terms of like memorizing, that's not their strongest points. Like, would you still advise them to go into Hadith or?
Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make things easy, bro. I've met brothers, that 40-year-old brother that I'm talking about, akhi. He doesn't memorize very well, but he's still there, right?
Yeah.
There are brothers that struggle, akhi. There are brothers that struggle, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes a way for them, right? But if someone, another thing, akhi, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to like thing behind, is do something that you enjoy, because you want to wake up and be excited to where you want to go. You don't want 4 years to be a drag, right? You want to be excited to, like, I can't wait to go to uni, right? I can't wait to study this subject. It's never supposed to be, oh man, I can't believe I have to go to uni today, right? You have those days. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have those days, but generally the subject matter appeals to you, right? So if you like aqeedah, like tafsir, like seerah, go to dawah. If you don't want to benefit from the great environment that's available in Kullit al-Hadith, but go and enjoy yourself, akhi. But like, that's really important. Like, if someone does not enjoy, right, for instance, memorizing at all, like this kid just can't do it, right? Then maybe go suss out Sharia, check it out. Check out Kullit al-Dawah, bro. I'm not trying to bag out Sharia in the sense that there have been some amazing graduates from there, right? I'm not trying to bag out the faculty in no way, means or shape. Like, inshallah, no one misunderstands me. But I'm just saying, like, what I see now, and I can only talk from my own experience, is which one will generally, there's always going to be exceptions, but which one produces a better student. And at the end of it, we're both students, because the thing is that there's a misconception that if I study 6 years in Medina, khalas, I am it. And that's the biggest misconception, period. It's the key of knowledge. The key to knowledge, right? So that's one of the main things, that which one produces a better student. And if you look at in your own countries, right? Look at in your own communities, which faculties did the brothers come out of, and see who are the most, that have the most nashat in the da'wah, and the most active, and who do you see taqwa on, who do you see piety on, who do you see as brothers who implement the deen properly. See what you can go through, inshallah, and get their advice as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think what you said is, I couldn't agree more. One thing, Akhi, that I wanted to just ask generally, what advice do you have for students that want to apply for the university? Just give us like a general type of advice for those that are watching.
To have taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's for whoever's watching, including me and you. To ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, pray istikhara. Ask Allah subhanahu, pray istikhara and do it. Just, you want to do it, just do it. Don't wait for a dream. Just do it. If you get a dream, ni'ma wa barakah, that's even better. But just do what you're going to do. Apply ASAP. And when you want to apply, start studying basic texts. So get a book in Seerah. Go for the Sealed Nectar, the Asalam edition, Mubarak 40. Safi al-Rahman Mubarak 40. Go through, for instance, Kitab al-Tawheed. You can go through the Dar al-Sunnah edition or the Dar al-Salam edition, which has selected commentaries. Go through the Quran before anything else, Go through Taqaddin Hilali Muhsin Khan edition of the Quran, translation. Go through it cover to cover. Start studying before you even get on the plane. From the day you give in your papers, right? Start studying so that you don't ever you regret waiting for the university. And that's something that a lot of brothers, they wasted a lot of years, unfortunately, waiting for the university. And that's something you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, Allah, I really agree with Jazakallah khair, Farhan, because I think a lot of people, they really do think that they're going to live their life, whatever they're doing in their countries, and they're going to come to the uni, and then it's going to be some sort of, magic's going to work, and then when they're going to graduate and they're going to become scholars.
Become a sheikh.
Yeah, no, seriously, wallah, it's really, really beautiful advice that you gave.
I want to say, how we started off, a couple hours ago now, how we said that, we look back at the 80s and the 70s as the golden era of the university. We see it as that time. I wish I was studying at that time. You had people like Sheikh Muhammad Aman al-Jami teaching. You had some absolute heavies teaching, rahmatullah alayh. And you had, Sheikh bin Baz was still around in the university, and you still had, Sheikh, before the 80s, you had Sheikh Albani, rahmatullah alayh, in the university. You had these absolute giants of knowledge, right? But my dad, I remember, was telling me that when they used to look at the examination sheet, right, when the results used to come out, back in the days, they used to come out and they used to stick it on the door of the kulliyah, right? So they used to have a list of the like in the ma'had. Remember in the ma'had when we first started? The people who passed and the people who failed. So you'd had people who started from the top of the najihin. So it'd be in order, like who came first, second, third, fourth, right? So there's people that would come from the beginning of the list. And my dad said that there would be people that came from the bottom of the list, seeing did they pass or not, right? So even at that time, you had people who weren't the best students, right? Yeah. So you could be at the best place at the best time and still not benefit. Yeah. Right? So we have people that still don't benefit now, right? If that was the time then, we still have brothers that don't benefit now more than how many it would have been then. Allahu A'lam, right? So just being in the environment, it may help, but it's not going to open the book and read it for you, akhi. Yeah, definitely. So, that's something that's really important, that brothers think that they're just going to become like automatically. Yes, there's barakah in the time. Yes, there's barakah in the place. Yes, there's barakah that's going to be put in your money. Yes, there's going to be barakah in the ilm that you're going to take, inshallah. But you still have to do some effort, akhi. Of course, yeah. No, jazakallah khair, akhi Farhan. And I think maybe we've taken up a lot of your time. I don't know if you have anything else. I don't know if you have anything else to say, akhi, before we end this beneficial talk with you in a little podcast kind of meeting. May Allah reward you, akhi, for your time. Barakallahu fiqh. Bless you and your family, akhi, and give you success. Inshallah, we get to see you soon. No, definitely, inshallah. Definitely. Do you have anything else, akhi, before? La, jazakallah khair, and inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, your family, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in all your works. And inshallah, we get to see you very, very soon, bi'idhnillah. Jazakallah khair, Allahumma ameen, barakallahu feekum, akhi, ahsanallahu alaykum. May Allah preserve you, akhi, and inshallah, all those that are watching, barakallahu feekum, wa ahsanallahu alaykum. Sallallahu yahfadhna jami'an, wa iyyakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Asalam Aleykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. There you have it, viewers, as promised, part number 5 and the final episode of these amazing, detailed and inshallah beneficial interviews that we've had with Brother Farhan. And I would just like to take this opportunity to thank him for his time and efforts to interview him and to discuss with him several topics that we managed, walillah alhamd wal minna, to touch upon, as it wasn't easy without a doubt for him taking out his time out on his busy schedule, as I know him personally. May Allah reward him, put barakah in his time, preserve him and bless him and his family and those that he loves. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal, the Almighty, also to reward his family, those that have been behind him, supported him, and the positive energy that he's had behind him in order for him to get this far and enable him to actually get to the last semester. May Allah give him husnul khatimah and enable him to complete it and be of benefit to the ummah in his place and worldwide, as it is something that without a doubt, it's not something easy to come out here and to study and to actually complete, as many have come but not many have completed. So may Allah reward his family, his father, his parents and his spouse and all those that have been behind him from his family and his friends and loved ones. May Allah reward them all and grant them Jannat al-Firdaus al-A'la, and grant Brother Farhan as well Jannat al-Firdaus al-A'la. So the viewers watching, if you can please make dua for the brother for taking out his time to benefit us all. And inshallah, by the will of Allah Azza wa Jal, there'll be many more videos like this to come in the near future. Sallallahu Azza wa Jal yahfadhkum jami'an. May Allah preserve you all. Please don't forget to subscribe, to share and to comment. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.